Who knows
Okay.
if they're ever conscious. You don't know in a facility like that.
Can you? No. You can
I
move up
treat
here.
them all like
You
they're
move up
happy
here.
to see me.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, please. You can sit.
Oh.
Yeah. Push your table back there. Okay. So next week will be Thanksgiving. Is that right? Or after that?
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
So next Thursday. Okay. So next Friday I won't be here too. So for Thanksgiving holiday, right? So you know, right? In America, right? Thanksgiving holiday is the big day for them, right? For people to stay home, like family reunion, right? Does that happen to your family?
I don't go home for Thanksgiving, but I do go see some family friends and have Thanksgiving with
Yeah.
them.
Thanksgiving holiday and Christmas holiday are the most important day, huh? You have family reunion on that day? Well, with Kristen, anyone you come?
Normally I don't. I mean, I could go. My mom's in a nursing home. I can go visit her, but
Oh,
like
she's here in Louisville?
Yeah.
Oh, really? How old she is?
Prospect.
How old she is?
She just turned 79.
90?
79.
Oh, 79.
79, but she's completely blind.
Oh, really?
So she requires a lot of assistance.
Okay. So she been there for a while?
About a year.
Okay. Okay, so how about you? You have any family reunion for Thanksgiving holiday in your tradition?
We don't have Thanksgiving in South America,
I see.
but so it is a good excuse for us to try new recipes.
What's that?
Try new recipes. In Thanksgiving, we try new recipes. We cook
Oh,
different
okay.
meals.
I see.
But yeah, my family is in Chile. My mom's side, and my dad's side is in Argentina.
Yeah. How about you? You have any family reunion?
Black people love Thanksgiving. We be baking mac and cheese and
That's all.
yeah, they be cooking a lot. But I don't know if I'm gonna go. But
Yeah, in our Asian tradition, especially in Vietnamese tradition, the first 3 days of Lunar New Year is so important. The people come back wherever they go, come back to celebrate the New Year's. Is it happen in India too, right? Yeah, you follow lunar calendar or different calendar? Different calendar. What is the main holiday that people come together?
It is Onam.
When is that?
It's like in August.
When?
August.
August?
It will change.
Okay, it changing. Okay,
Calendar is different.
every year different.
Yes.
So how many?
Depending upon the star sign, we will have 10 days holiday.
One day or
10.
10 days? Oh, okay.
And Christmas also 10 days.
Oh, they celebrate Christmas too.
Yes, that's
I
also
see.
10 days holiday.
So they don't base on the lunar calendar, huh?
And it's called Shaka. That calendar.
Shaka?
Shaka.
Oh, Shaka.
Yeah, so that calendar is based on the star signs, like 28 stars. So you change the calendar.
Okay. Yeah. So that you say in August, August
In my
and
state.
December, huh?
Yeah, in my state, but it will be different for different
How about you in your state?
We don't celebrate Onam. We celebrate Diwali and Holi.
When is that?
It is in most probably in October.
October.
Diwali and Holi.
Oh, Diwali. Okay.
Yeah, Holi is in March.
Oh, okay. So October and March for 10 days or 1 week?
No,
or
1-2 days.
1 week?
One day only.
1 day?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how about the color festival?
Holy.
Holi.
Holy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they wear it through the color to other people, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
It is
fun.
famous in Mathura. It's a birthplace of Lord Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Mathura, Vrindavan.
Yeah, I watch it probably every 12 years that they have millions people.
No, that is Kumbh.
Kumbh Mela.
Mm-hmm. There's
Yeah.
million people, right? Probably
Yeah.
10 or
It's
even
like-
20 million people come
No,
together.
no, it's like 300 or 600 million people.
It's the biggest religious ceremony in the
Last year
world.
was the
Wow.
600 million
Yeah.
people.
So they gather
around the
together.
world.
But of course, in
The
along,
Ganga.
huh?
By
They
the
dip in the Ganga.
Okay.
Purification.
So along the Ganges River.
Yes.
I see. Wow, that's just incredible.
and they have these like just big, huge, long lines of where they just feed people, and
Yeah.
of course
They-
all the different sadhus come down from the mountains.
Mountains, yeah.
What is it for? What are they celebrating?
Spiritual.
These-
Upliftment. That day.
They all jump in the river.
Oh.
They jump to the river to clean
Cleanse.
to clean the
So that's to celebrate. That's what it's
All
for.
Yeah.
the karma, bad
bad
karma.
bad-
Mm. Yeah. Wow, that's
It's
nice.
quite the there's some really interesting video footage of it too, especially the drones, and you see like the swarms of. I mean, in this country we don't understand like that level of like population
Mhm.
density. We just don't even comprehend it, you know. So yeah, just to see it at some of those vantage points is quite. And of course, all those sadhus are pretty magnificent looking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Especially during the even my country is Buddhist country, but during the Christmas holiday is at night. Probably the whole country, especially the young people, they come out to the street and walk to the churches and so forth for fun, for socialize and so forth. Of course, for Christian people, they go to the church. Yeah, this is 100,000 people. But here, except downtown, right? We see people walk around on the street because we don't have the walkway, so we don't see people walking on the pathway, right? And so of course it's cold too.
Yeah.
But even during the summertime, Bartow Road, Bartow Road, right? People walk around, right? You know where Bartow Road?
They have those.
Yeah, they walk around. They have a lot of shopping center or restaurant and so forth.
Yeah, especially on the weekends.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to our discussion today. Let me see here. Let me share with you. Okay. Let's see here. Can you see? Right. Okay. Now let me try to open this. Now, last time we talked about harmlessness, right?
Yeah.
Right here, this harmlessness now. So, in general, right, we're not supposed to harm any sentient beings. Not talking about human beings. That's why we encourage people to be pure vegetarian, vegan, right? So that bit different, right, between Buddhism and other tradition. Even in Hinduism, right? Hinduism, yeah, we talk about that. We also promote non-violence, harmlessness. Okay, how about this? Let's move on to non-injury. What do you think about that? Non-injury. What do you think about that? Yeah. Can you see? Too small? Yeah, non-injury. So what do you think about that? Mark, would you like to say why is non-injury? Why is it significant in control our mind, or we have to have good intention that we don't want to we don't want to harm, we don't want to injure anyone else.
It kind of goes with harmlessness, right?
Mhm.
some living. And and so it goes in line with mindfulness is your intention should be to not cause injury, just like not harm, because you know how it feels to be injured. It sucks, it hurts, you're in constant pain, right? You don't never want to intentionally inflict that on another living being.
Thank you. How about you?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, non-injury, harmlessness, it's all same concept, and we need these qualities to be the main idea of all this religion, like Buddhism. We are practicing this non-injury or harmlessness is for enlightenment. So we become more purified when we start doing all these things. So non-injuries comes with that. We don't want to harm, even it is a bug or something. It is taken its form and it will die at some time. It will die off. We don't want to go and kill it off, or we don't want to give any harm to some, like make injury purposefully. We don't want to do that. So that is my idea. But like I also want to think, like if we are going in a road and if some accident happens unknowingly, but we are causing injury to some other person, but that is not in our hands. Maybe we are out of our mind at that time, or something happened over there. So at that moment, I think we need self-compassion in that moment. That was it.
I mean, I think all of those, of the harmlessness and non-injury is the same, and compassion and karuna. Those
Yeah,
are
we,
the
we, we,
yeah.
we discussed Adam's by Adam. We talk about non-injury.
Yeah.
Why so important is like harmlessness and so forth.
I mean, as long as you're making decisions here in duality that have cause and effect, you know, it's very circular as far as how kind of cause and effect goes in your life. And so if you cause harm to someone else, the effect eventually will come to you. So so if we intend to know to stop harming, then of course, then that is going to, the effect of that is less harm to us.
What do you think about Thanksgiving holiday? Only one day. You know how many million turkey will kill, right?
A lot.
Any type let's say, in average, let's see here.
I was just at Walmart. The lady had a whole basket full of them.
Yeah, this is you know, let's say how many. Let me share with you. How many turkey in on Thanksgiving holiday, right? 46 millions. Incredible.
Minus one. One is spared.
There's that one.
That's the most luckiest one, right? That's the most lucky one.
Presidential pardon.
Yeah, that
What did
lucky
they
one.
do
How
to
could they
that
pick up?
turkey? Of course, they saved his life then, but then, like, what about the rest of his life?
Next year, he's got to roll the dice again.
So that turkey would be a lottery millionaire, right? Yeah, that turkey would be the most lucky one, right? So, the Buddha say that don't based on the tradition, right? Don't based on the culture, just based on the logic and understand in principle, right? So I think they start when did they start Thanksgiving? 18th, right? Origin of Thanksgiving, right? Yeah, 1621. So that's mean at least 300 years. And every year the number of turkey will be killed.
No, that's
More.
400 years, right?
Huh?
Is that 400 years or am I wrong?
Yeah. So anyway, let's say if a Buddhist, of course, we would not have the turkey, right? So some of our Vietnamese Buddhist people they make the fake turkey or the vegan, the tofu turkey. What do you think about that? Is that understandable? That what do the nun they can make it? The nun that was there, yeah, she can make it. What do you think about that? What do you think about making doing this?
Well, quoting what my teammates right here says about preventing harm to others, including bugs and animals, is because we will cause suffering to ourselves too. And even if it happen accidents, if we are aware that we can prevent those accidents by like mindfulness driving, for example, and slowing down our pace, we're able to prevent more accidents. When it comes to alternatives, that it comes to turkey, for example, tofu, I will call it happy food because it doesn't. There is no suffering in our plate, and it can contribute all the macro and micronutrients for our bodies. We can mimic flavors too, and at the same time we prevent to come harm to other animals. So yeah, let's go tofu.
I think this is a story that one day while the Buddha was sitting among monks, so a deer jumped up to him, and so somehow the Buddha hit the deer so that the deer could run away. And later on, the hunter came and asked where is the deer? The Buddha didn't say anything. What do you think about that? If you know that the deer was chased by the hunter, would you beat it up so that it could run away? What do you think?
He hit it,
Yeah. So otherwise, it will stay around, and the hunter will shoot it out.
but that's not non-injury then.
Huh?
That's not non-injury then
Yeah,
if he
that's
hit.
the point.
I think that the ends justify the means in that case because the ends justify the means in that case because death would be worse than, so you save the deer even if you bring a little harm. It's a good intention,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. In this society, it's not easy, right? It's not easy to follow the non-injury one. Not easy, especially for the hunting, the fishing, right?
Yeah. It's ingrained in the culture. Yeah, because we don't have that kind of Eastern, like Buddhist or Hindu kind of background in our culture. So you could slowly introduce those concepts, but you can't make people change right away. It's too much of a, it's too jarring. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a few months ago when I went to LA and I did the funeral service for one man and his wife took me to the place where she bought the fishes and she released that. That's a form of respecting the life. But I saw many of them, they hide the place. They rent the place to sit. They sit on the chair. They rent the place so that they can use the what do you call the one that fishing, what do you call that?
Fishing
the rod.
fishing pole.
Yeah, fishing pole.
Yeah.
And they sit there. They rent the place. I think around $30 or $40 per hour. I don't know. So that they sit there and can take away all the fish. Yeah. Is that for the people who live along the coast? They do the fishing in India.
Pardon?
India, people who live along the coast, even whether the east coast, or west coast, or southern coast, do they do a lot of fishing?
Yeah,
They do.
yeah. They eat a lot fish. They love. Yeah, they eat with rice. So yeah, they do.
Yeah. Mm. I thought that not many people, but probably
But who
because
lives around the sea area?
they don't do, huh?
They eat. They are more no. They are more non-vegetarians. And in mid, where we live, like Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. This is the state in India, so they are more vegetarians.
Or what they call farming fish, right?
Yeah,
They do that.
yeah.
Mm.
Fish farming.
Fish farming, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Culture, what do you think?
Well, in my culture, yeah, they fish and they kill the fishes too, you know. Well, I'm talking, about Cuba. No, I was living there for around 28 years. So. But we also are surrounded by the ocean and they do it and they also hunt. So
When
I
you
don't
say,
like. They hunt animals too, even though the government is very strict on that, but they do it. So
want to say anything about no
I don't
injury
like.
here? Want to say anything?
you want the animals? No?
They do have a law in Cuba if they attempt to kill a cow. Is that correct?
Yes. You want, if you stay at home, what do you say?
In Cuba, I believe there is a law if you attempted to kill a cow, you will go to prison for.
Oh, really?
Well, they will, but actually, for selling the meat, even though now there is no meat at all, they do it like the people, they cannot do that, even the horses, if they a chicken, a cow, and also a rooster or whatever, you took it from somebody else and kill it, you got in trouble, But it's for the government, not because they believe. Now they believe at least, but when I was a child, it was really awful, All my family were Catholic, my father is from Spain, and all my uncles were Jesuits. My goodness, and I have to be at school with my mouth closed. I couldn't talk about religion, Not that I go to the church, that I went to the church, because if not, they start laughing and bullying me and all that, and I got in trouble for studying. Now it's different. They are more flexible on that. But my childhood was terrible at that point of view, And in my house, my mom believed, and I can tell you, I have to go to the church because they were, family that belonged to the church, the priest, and all that. So I was in, oh my gosh, in a big trouble always.
So what happened in India if someone killed a cow? Did it happen?
Yeah.
Someone slaughtered the cow for meat?
In my state it happened.
They do?
Yes, and
Oh.
happened and purposefully happened because they purposefully did in front of the temple.
So,
It was a temple and they killed a calf in
for-
front of
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was from the other religion,
Mm-hmm.
like Muslims.
Yeah.
So they want to provoke.
Huh?
They want to provoke the other one. So this is religious, play politics. Then the protest starts. Then
So they bring the cow to the temple to sacrifice.
it's not sacrifice. It was they just want to protest.
They
Like
probably slaughtered it and ate it, but still they, the way the way how Muslims kill their animals. They out a certain way. So so even to slaughter it per Muslim doctrine in front of the Hindu temple is like a very even if they were planning on eating it, is still very violent because it's done by slitting their throat. It's it's very
In
messy.
Nepal, every year they still have that type of festival, animal sacrifice. You know about that in Nepal? Oh, you know about that?
Nepal?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, they.
But there is
there's
a
some
ritual
video
of killing animals.
Huh?
There is a ritual of killing animals in some temple, like Kamakya, that's in Orissa. So they kill animal. I don't know what
That is
what's
in
the
Assam.
purpose of doing that. So they kill these animals.
Um,
I don't know why they do that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can watch the video clip in Nepal. They still have that kind of animal sacrifice.
Well, yeah, I think in certain parts of China and Korea, they also have those festivals where they eat all that dog meat.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, so the dog here they're so fortunate, right? But in Vietnam, China, Korea, I don't know about India, but they eat all. Even
In
even
India,
the cat.
yeah, people eat.
They do?
Northeast. Yeah.
Huh?
They do.
They do. Even the cat.
I don't know what cat, but dog.
Yeah, they eat everything. This is so yeah. And even they eat the horse meat too. They have the you can say that it's a store or the restaurant where they provide the horse meat. In my life, I never touched that.
When I was in Africa, they ate monkey.
Monkey?
I
Hey.
heard people eating snakes.
Huh?
I heard people eating
It's snake and anyway, so people, unless like for us, unless we know the karma, right? Otherwise, it's easy for us to control other people. It's normal, right? It's normal for them to consume those kind of animal, and that's what they do. But of course, for us, not talking about the religious aspect of, but also the moral aspect of non-meat eating. Okay, let's just move on to the next one. Let's see here. Okay. So no injury go with harmlessness, right? Yeah. How about let's see here. We talk about karuna. It's easy to understand, right? Free from cruelty. You know what's mean
It's
karuna?
a mercy.
Huh?
Mercy.
Mercy. Yeah, but the other term. The other term.
Love and kindness.
Yes. Compassion is different from love and kindness. How is that?
Compassion is you take on the suffering of other beings. You don't want them to suffer because you
Okay.
recognize your own
Okay.
nature not to want to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Loving kindness, I think, is you just want them to be well, right? Or, wait, I just read about this. Wait, loving kindness. Loving kindness. Am I wrong in the difference?
Let's see. Matt, what do you
They sound pretty similar, but I think compassion has an element of, as Isaiah kind of touched on, recognizing yourself and others. Whereas the loving kindness is just kind of a universal sort of treatment, where there's not really an aspect of recognizing yourself so much as it is in compassion.
Yeah.
I think there is an empathetic aspect. Like we need like empathy to have that love and kindness. And compassion comes like it's the other way. We are seeing a person having some issues and we feel compassion to them. But love and kindness means it's inside. We are feeling that love. I don't know how to express that. So it is empathetic. We are in that position and we are experiencing that and we feel that. That is
So which one is more important?
love and kindness.
Love and kindness, not
Yeah.
compassion?
It comes with it. If we have love and kindness, definitely compassion is together with it. If we cannot separate it, it's like a coin, two sides of a coin.
Please define what's the difference between them.
Between
Kindness, what's the difference?
so loving kindness is like a motherly love, is like a very protecting love. The traditional loving kindness phrases are may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be free from harm and danger, may you be free from suffering. So those kind of well wishes towards others unconditionally is loving kindness. And compassion means to suffer with. Come means with, and then passion means like the suffering, right? That's why they call it the passion of the Christ is the suffering. So compassion is is the awareness of the suffering, so you are aware with them. It's not a sense of pity. It's not like, oh, I am above this and I am not below this. It is the recognition that that the suffering, their suffering on some level, is also your suffering, right? It's a suffering of the mind, or seeing the poverty of someone.
What's the difference?
I do believe that compassion, love, and kindness, it is a holistic view, or informally saying a salad of emotions that we must be aware and practice. I do believe that compassion is, as Isaiah Christian said, and Matt also, be aware about the present moment.
Chat GTP is different, right? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, continue. Yeah, continue, please.
And I do believe the loving kindness is the practice of being aware of being free of suffering and wishing free of suffering for others.
Okay, let's see here. Let me share the screen with you. Can you see this? It's too small. It's small, right?
Very small, yeah.
You know? Good? Loving kindness, promoting the aspect welfare and happiness. Compassion, alleviating the suffering of others. A bit different, right? One is promoting the aspect of happiness. One is to help other people to get out of suffering. But of course, okay, here, it can be cultivated universally without a specific trigger or in response to other joy. Arise especially when encountering pain or suffering in oneself or others. So when you visit the nursing home, which one trigger your compassion? Which one?
Probably
When you
compassion.
see when you go compassion,
Yeah.
why is that?
Because you see some of them hooked up to the machines, and they weren't even conscious when you left the gift.
Yeah.
And the ones that were awake, you see the joy in their faces. Or see that.
In India, in Vietnam, in Asia in general, right? It's still rare for the old people to go to the nursing home, right? It's still rare, right?
It's rare, but here everyone.
It's now here in opposite. It's normal. It's normal for the old people either stay by themselves, live by themselves, or go to the nursing home. You see that why it make different? Why is that? You don't know why? Not sure. You know why?
I don't know. I'm not concentrating.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, I know that. In the East, right, we have big families, grandparents, parent,
Yeah.
children, grandchildren, even grandchildren, so forth.
Yeah.
In the big family, when you see picture, right, you see the whole family. But here, only couple and children. That's all. So for the elderly people, most time they stay alone by themselves at home, or they can't handle themselves. They have to go to nursing home.
Okay.
Why is a bit different between these two traditions in the east and the
Okay,
west?
now I understand. Sorry.
Okay. What do you think?
I think in India people live in a joint family, so they believe that their culture and their roots belongs to their elders. So they are just following that path, and we are in that zone only. We are rooted, so we believe in that. Here, people just follow that. If their children is getting older or something, then they feel like they have to do something for themselves, their family. So they just believe that after 18 or maybe 14, you need to do work and you need to be have house and everything. So yeah, like independent.
Interdependent.
Yeah, independent with financially, emotionally, mentally. That is the other thing. In India, like parents and grandparents believe that we need to be together, eat together. Yeah. Yeah.
So when you
Enjoy
get
together.
married, not only you get married with your wife or your husband, you get married with the whole family, your wife, the whole family, your husband. Does that happen in Cuba?
Well,
The same?
when I was living there, it was more or less the same concept that the family should be together, you know, and like sending somebody to the nursing home if it was not too sick, you know. If he needs equipment or something, it was okay, but not like here that we said, oh no, because I need to work, I cannot get time, you know, to be taking care of these people, even though sometimes they walk or and they can do something, it's only to remind them to take the pills, you know, and all that. Well, to me it was a little bit shocking, you know, that kind of situation, because in a family, if it were 3 brothers or sisters or whatever, one of them always take care of the, you know, grandpa or grandma or, you know, the sick people, the other ones work, and they used to get out of the work and go through the house and, you know, see how they are doing and give them something. I don't know now, because now it's a mess over there, you know, but when I was a child, it was like that, you know, not like trying to, like the children too, you know, we always take care of the children until they are 1 year old, not to send it to the daycares with 45 days. You know, we got another point of view that they need to be with the mom, you know, at least for 12 months. But here everybody said, oh, because I need to work, I need money. Well, I don't know. But
I mean, we tried to let my mom's in the nursing home, and we tried to let her live with her sister. Her sister is more similar to my age, had the ability to stay at home all the time, but my mom would scream at the top of her lungs and scream she had been kidnapped and get the police's attention, and she would attack my aunt's roommate. She was very violent, and you couldn't take her out in public. You couldn't leave her. They lived in a condominium, and she started banging on the walls for the police and stuff like that. So so not only is my aunt constantly like dealing with the police, and then, you know, my mom's constantly accusing people of like really bizarre, not real things. She accused the roommate of blinding her. She accused my aunt of like intentionally burning her. Like, so what are we supposed to do? Like she's not going to behave herself. Like the only choice is to let medical professionals handle it to where they can keep, they're trained in restraints and keeping her medicated properly and all those things. And she's blind on top of all the other crazy mental stuff, so she needs 24-hour care. So like, okay, like what's the alternative? Just let her like destroy everyone's lives? Or but now that she's been in nursing care for about a year, she is way more mellow. I think they've got her blood sugar stabilized. She's not been able to get a hold of alcohol, and all those other things that, as family members, you can't force onto someone that they can do in a facility.
Yeah. On December the 2nd, right? December 2nd, we have people here. We come down to downtown Louisville to give stuff for homeless people. So whichever item you want, you can drop here so that you guys can go with us. In the morning, right? You go in the morning with that, right?
Yeah, I might go. I don't. Depends on.
Yeah, I think
what I'm
we
looking.
discussed before that let's say if we see a drunk, homeless people, yeah, definitely would not give the money, right, Mark? We will not give them money so that they can buy alcohol, right? But what they need, because they're addicted with alcohol, is it? What do you think? If they're addicted with alcohol, the only thing they need to have is alcohol for them to drink. So that they can be satisfied as human. So if we don't give them that kind of drink, we don't evaluate relieve their suffering. Then what do you think?
Yeah, you don't give them money because they'll just take the money and then turn it into more alcohol or turn it into drugs. When I lived in New York and was walking to school every day, I'd come back late at night, 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'd see a lot of homeless people out walking the streets. And if one ever approached me asking for anything, I always carried a pair of extra socks on me because it gets cold in New York, and so I would give them a pair of extra socks, and they were always very appreciative to have the socks because I think they could use them. But I learned very early on to not give them money.
In India, what we call the non-touchable, right? Non-touchable people, right? I saw them. They live there, the one like homeless people here. They live under the bridge. They live in the filthy way. They go around to even pick up the garbage for their living too. It happens everywhere, right? So, do they have nowadays? Do they have any program to help those untouchable people? Give them the public housing and so forth.
Like my state is different. Here I just want to tell, if you take in India, my Kerala, my state is little very different from all this. So I never seen this thing in my place.
You don't see that?
No.
Oh, so no homeless people.
Homeless people will be there, but they'll be taken care of like maybe some governmental thing. But in my side, we don't have something like that.
So they have the better welfare system to help those untouchable people. You know what's an untouchable people? You know what it means? Can you understand that or no?
I don't understand if there's something specific and known.
Can you explain?
I mean, in a lot of India, and of course now it's technically illegal, although I suppose it's still kind of the caste system is. So there were certain people like, well, without going into too much detail, there were certain people that were allowed to understand like very scholarly things and
Yeah.
religious teachings, the Brahmin, and then there like your merchant,
Kshatriya, like
the merchant class.
yeah.
What's the other class? You have
Who
M- Brahmin.
fought for others, we call Kshatriya. I'm Kshatriya.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they have different classes, and then there's like a low class of people, and then even like below the very low,
Outcasts,
the low,
Who
Outcast.
cleans
The-
toilets and everything.
Yeah.
They are untouchables.
the,
You don't. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, they're just so. By any sort of standards, you're not really supposed to interact with them. You're not supposed to
I mean,
touch
in
them.
Buddhism, there's a book, our holy book, Gita. In Gita, we express that there is a caste. Caste is only based on what you do. So earlier, whatever the people were doing, like who do some scholarly things,
Yeah.
they belong to not for others, they belong to Kshatriya. I belong to Kshatriya community. And then there's a other section who sells all those things, merchant section. And then there's a Shudra, we call them untouchables.
Yeah.
So they comes under who clean toilets and the small thing they do, whatever the culture is belong. Yeah.
So you know Ambedkar, right?
Ambedkar, yeah.
Mhm.
Dr.
He came
Bhim
from-
Rao Ambedkar.
Where he came from. You know what I mean? Ambedkar?
Who?
You don't know? Ambedkar.
Ambedkar.
Yeah, I mean with type of suit.
He fought for those people.
And he converted to Buddhism, and he converted even now. He passed away in the mid 1950s, but now many people, million people still follow him, especially the Dalit, right? Dalit, right? Dalit. Dalit. You don't understand what we talk about? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm
Scheduled
learning.
caste.
Ah.
Scheduled caste. We call them scheduled caste.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
not the in Dalit, right? Okay. Yeah. Let me see here.
So,
So-
is the caste system like based on that karma?
Karma, yeah. Whatever you do, not karma, like whatever you do, work. Not karma is different. Work, whatever we do, that is belongs to community, like the caste. What
Well, and it's actually like shaped like the body too. Like so, like the
it's a
Brahmin are the head.
pyramid something.
Yeah, the Brahmin are the head, and then I don't know all the different names, but then they're like the different
That way
hands.
I explained it.
Yeah, there are the feet, and then there are people what are underneath the feet.
Yeah.
The Buddha was against the caste system, right?
Yeah.
No, he's the royal. He came from the royal system.
But he was against the caste system.
Yeah,
He didn't-
definitely.
That was like one of the revolutionary things that he did. Is he just said
Yeah, that made different here.
that we don't.
Yeah, right here.
We don't
It's-
follow that system.
Can you see that here? Right.
So that's kind of the difference between Pali language and Sanskrit. So the Sanskrit language is with all the Brahmin use. So you'll notice it has like some extra syllables in it, but it's very similar to Pali, which is kind of like is a more simple, dumbed down version of it that the lay people were speaking.
I like Hinduism a lot. It resonates with me a lot, and that's one of the things that made me not want to delve deep into it because of the caste system. Yeah.
So now in India, especially in the city, people are more liberal, right? But not in the rural area, right? I'm talking about inter-caste marriage.
Yeah.
In the city, they more
Yeah.
liberal.
Yeah, people do like inter-caste, inter-religion. It's like if you want someone who is loving you, who is lovable to you, and they are going with that. It's not
Big
like-
city, right? But in the rural area, it's not easy to be accepted, right?
People do.
They do. Yeah, I read some story in the past, yeah, many years ago.
Now
Even
India changed.
Huh?
So now India is changing right now.
oh yeah, definitely it's changing. But of course, you understand that that's what when people were born in that type of caste system, they get stuck there. But of course, that in past. Now, like you say, that people more liberal. Yeah.
Well, and in Muslim culture, most India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, that's all like until just very recently. That's all arranged marriages, like the idea of love marriage. You know, it's the internet that spread all these ideas to everyone. So until like social media and all that, it was you're doing what your parents are arranging for business purposes or family purposes, and the idea of love marriage was kind of like
Arranged marriage too, right?
unheard of in certain
It
areas.
still happen, right? In India, arranged marriage it still happen.
Like my grandpa is so liberal. So my caste, like the thing is, everybody's eater. Even Christians, we have Christians in my family. Like it's all there. It's like a rainbow, my family. So I'm thankful to them for having that openness.
But still, anyway, so we'll go back to the what we call the loving kindness, right? Yeah, it's the compassion and loving. I'm sorry, this one, not this one. Yeah, difference between compassion and loving kindness. So loving kindness, we help people, right, to overcome, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see here. There's a difference here. So one more time, loving kindness is the only the wish for happiness of the people, but compassion we put in action. We step out to help others. Whether we help the poor people, homeless people, the elderly people, whoever, we step out and we put in action. So that's one of the most important principles of Buddhism. So that's why you know, right, the One right, the compassionate Bodhisattva statue, the tall one, the standing one, that represents.
You know that one?
And the first one ever when you try into the gate, right?
Yeah.
The first statue, the standing statue, that one of very compassionate Bodhisattva. And we talk about that during our very compassionate Bodhisattva celebration. That in the Lotus Sutra, the Buddha said that you, as Buddhists, we need to step into the house of Buddha. We need to wear the clothes of the Buddha. We need to sit on the chair of the Buddha. You understand that, right? Remember that? You need to step into the house of the Buddha. Remember? You remember that? Where is the house of the Buddha?
I mean the
No, we step into the house of the Buddha. We wear the clothes of the Buddha. We sit on the chair of the Buddha. What does it mean?
that we see things with the
Well,
pure
so-
mind, or that it's also that we embody that also.
First of all, what's mean by we need to step into the house of Buddha? What's mean? Remember?
Is the seat of the Buddha meditation?
No.
No.
Compassion.
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 The first step. That's why when you pull the car through the gate, you see that Bodhisattva. Enter the house of Buddha. Enter the place of the Buddhist temple, the compassion. And wear the clothes of the Buddha. What's mean? The clothes of?
All the qualities.
Huh?
All the qualities of it.
No, the clothes of patience. You have to be patient. And sit on the chair, the Buddha is mean the emptiness chair. You know what's mean emptiness, right? You can explain. What's mean? What means sitting on the chair emptiness?
I mean, emptiness is one of the main insights in Mahayana Buddhism, that nothing has any inherent substance, that they all arise because of interconnected causes and condition, and that the form has no inherent form within itself. There's no way to grasp on any of it. And then, of course, that anything that arises out of this emptiness is also that comes into form is also dissatisfaction is subject is dukkha because of the since anything that comes into form, it is subject to coming into form, coming into being, changing, and leaving. And due to this like impermanence, anything that arises into form is ultimately unsatisfactory. So it is empty also of satisfaction, not only empty of its inherent.
Yeah, I don't know whether I told you the story that one Tibetan monk, he was put in jail in China. Did I tell you that story yet? Not yet. So he was tortured in the Chinese prison for they say about more than 30 years. So later on, he escaped from from China to India, and there's one group of people in Alaska. They invite him to give a speech to the high school students. So after his speech, and when the student raised their hand and asked, what's the thing that you feel the most when you were in the prison? Remember, I told you that. Remember that? No. What did he say?
He said that was possible for him to not have compassion for the one to torture him. I think, right?
No, anger.
Anger. Oh.
The most thing that he really frightened or really afraid of is his anger. He could not control his anger when they torture him. It's not easy, right? If someone torture you physically and mentally, right, you have to find some way to fight back, or even to take the revenge, right? That's what he's concerned about. Yeah, and people die a lot, right? So the Chinese community killed million Tibetan people, but he said that yes, the Chinese communists could kill my people, they kill millions of my people. They occupy my country and they slay me and so forth. But they cannot take away my peace. It makes sense, right? So if someone harm us physically, but if we remain calm, they cannot harm our mind. This is more important. That's why in compassion principle, the Buddha say that as much we develop metta or compassion, we live we sleep peacefully, we live peacefully, and of course, what we call the like attract the like. If we have that compassion, more good people will come to us. And after we pass away, the Buddha says we have more chance to go up to the heaven and come back to human realm. At least when we have the calmness of our mind, when we have the peacefulness of our mind, at least at night we won't have nightmare much. So that's why it's so important to develop that kind of loving kindness and compassion. Of course, start with ourselves. We talk about self-compassion later before, right? Remember self-compassion? Include 3 components. Remember that?
3 components of self-compassion.
Remember?
No.
Remember? You don't remember? Can you remember? 3 components.
So common humanity.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Common humanity.
Yes, first one.
Was it
Forgiveness?
Was it forgiveness?
No, not forgiveness. Not forgiveness.
Oh, mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Yes.
Common humanity.
And the last one. Yes, self-kindness.
Self-kindness.
Before we be kind with others, we have to be kind with ourselves. Because this means that we're selfish. Because it means we eat healthy food. We have the healthy mind. Right? And whichever happen, we just accept and move on. There's no way for us to take care of others.